Have you ever noticed that in any group, the person who commands the most respect is rarely the loudest? It's not the one constantly talking, interrupting, or vying for the spotlight. Instead, it's often the quiet observer, the one who speaks less but whose words carry immense weight when they do. This isn't a coincidence. It's a profound psychological phenomenon rooted in how we perceive power, confidence, and authority. We live in a world that often equates noise with importance. We're taught to speak up, make ourselves heard, and fill every silence. But true influence operates on a different frequency. The most respected individuals understand the silent language of presence. They know that while talking fills the space, a powerful presence actually controls it. Their quietness isn't emptiness. It's a deliberate choice. It's a signal of self-assurance that doesn't need constant validation through words. Think about it. When someone is comfortable in silence, they project an aura of inner calm and control. They aren't desperately trying to prove their worth by dominating the conversation. They simply exist, and their stillness speaks volumes. Our brains are wired to notice this. We subconsciously interpret this restraint not as shyness or weakness, but as a deep-seated confidence. It's the quiet confidence of someone who knows their value and does not feel the need to advertise it. Let's break down why this is so effective. The person who talks incessantly is often perceived as insecure, needing to constantly reinforce their position. They are giving away their thoughts and opinions freely, making them common. Conversely, the quiet individual makes their words a scarce resource. This is the scarcity effect in action. In economics, scarcity drives up value. The same principle applies to communication. When someone speaks only when they have something meaningful to say, their words become more valuable. People learn to listen more intently because they know what is said is likely to be insightful, well-considered, and important. This deliberate use of silence creates an air of mystery and depth. Others become curious about what the quiet person is thinking. They lean in, not just physically, but mentally. The silence builds anticipation, and when the words finally come, they land with greater impact. This perceived value is the foundation of respect. You're not just another voice in the noise, you are the signal that cuts through it. By being selective with your contribution, you elevate its worth, and in turn, you elevate how others perceive you. Respect isn't demanded, it's earned through the value you provide. Furthermore, a quiet demeanor is a powerful signal of emotional regulation. Imagine a high-stakes meeting where tensions are rising. The person who remains calm, who listens without reacting emotionally, immediately stands out. This composure is a broadcast of inner control. It tells everyone in the room, I am not swayed by chaos. I am in control of my own emotions, and therefore I am capable of managing the situation. Our brains are wired to associate this level of self-control with competence and leadership. A calm reaction in a turbulent environment suggests a mind that is processing information logically rather than being hijacked by panic or anger. This is a primal cue for authority. We instinctively trust and respect those who can keep a level head when others are losing theirs. This quiet stability makes them a psychological anchor for the group. People naturally look to them for guidance and reassurance because their stillness provides a sense of safety and direction. They become the eye of the storm. This calm authority doesn't need to be announced. It's felt. It's a non-verbal declaration of strength, and it's one of the most potent ways to earn genuine, lasting respect. This leads us to the essence of quiet influence. True influence doesn't demand attention, it attracts it. Loud, aggressive tactics might get you noticed in the short term, but they often breed resentment rather than respect. People might comply out of fear or irritation, but they won't follow you out of loyalty or admiration. Quiet influence, on the other hand, is magnetic. It works by drawing people in. The quiet influencer observes, listens, and understands the dynamics of a room before they act. Their interventions are precise and impactful because they are based on deep observation, not impulse. They lead not by dictating, but by subtly guiding. A thoughtful question, a well-timed nod of agreement, or a concise, insightful comment can shift the direction of an entire conversation. This approach makes others feel seen and heard, fostering a collaborative environment where people want to contribute their best. This is the difference between a boss and a leader. A boss commands, but a leader influences. By creating space for others and contributing with intention. You don't just gain compliance, you inspire allegiance. Respect naturally flows toward those who empower others, and that empowerment often begins with the simple act of listening more than you speak. So how do you make this shift? It begins with a change in mindset. The goal is not to be silent for the sake of being silent, but to be more intentional with your presence and your words. It's a transition from proving to grounding. Stop feeling the need to prove your intelligence, your wit, or your right to be in the room. You are already there. Your presence is enough. Instead, focus on being grounded. Ground yourself in the moment. Pay full attention to the people around you and the conversation happening. Listen to understand, not just to reply. Get comfortable with pauses, both in your own speech and in the conversation. This stillness is not weakness. It is the space where thought and insight can flourish. Practice speaking only when you can add real value. Ask yourself, does this need to be said? Does this need to be said by me? Does this need to be said by me now? By cultivating this intentionality, you will find that your words carry more weight, your presence becomes more powerful, and the respect you receive is no longer something you have to chase. It will be a natural response to the confident, composed, and insightful person you have become. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more insights into the art of quiet influence.